Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Hershey here bringing you guys a brand new video here today. My first ever tips and tricks, guys. Yes, you guys are hearing it correctly. Tips and tricks here, guys, on a rank play game. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but me and a couple of my friends are going to pick up GBs probably here within the last remainder of the AW before Black Ops 3 comes out. And I really don't know why, but this gameplay, we actually ended up losing. I was actually really disappointed. I actually want to go through some tips and tricks to how we could have actually played this better and how we could have won. So first off, guys, to make sure you guys are playing OBJ, someone needs to be the hill bitch. Now, being me in this situation, I was actually shredding, like towards the middle of the end, I was shredding. Like I was playing like kind of OBJ Slayer from the, I should say middle to end here. So the biggest thing is to make sure you guys are staying in the hill. Now, second thing would be to make sure we're playing for the spawns, because right here we only have 10 seconds left and no one rotated. Like we spawned there by luck, but like literally if it wouldn't have been for one of my teammates on the other side of the hill, we would have lost spawn. There's only one person over at the next hill. We're still fighting this last hardpoint, which was a mistake by me and another friend. So luckily, we had one more person over at the next spawn hardpoint, or else we could have lost spawns there. So you guys want to make sure you have someone who's in bio lab, someone's in the hardpoint, and you have someone probably maybe on top of the hardpoint, because this is a really big hardpoint and with a really wide open range. So there's a lot of different places people can come from. That's one of the places. Second thing is to make sure, like the situation here, there's one person in the hardpoint. You guys need to push in the hardpoint. Like, see, I was playing kind of like OBJ Slayer, so I'm gonna be in and out of the hill. So like right now, I'm gonna be playing in and out of the hill. Like right now, I'm watching yellow. I'm in and out of the hill. You guys gotta make sure you have someone who's gonna play outside of the hill. Someone's gonna be in the hill. Someone who has to, kind of like be watching outside of the hill at all times. You guys gotta kind of go back and forth. Like an example here would be that we have like the hill just was broken. That hill should never gotten broken, and now because of that, we only have like so many points now. We lost a lot of points off of that, so now we are now losing. So we have to break this hill now. But since there's 4 seconds, you have to go ahead and rotate. So this is one thing we did do right, was we did rotate. But now someone got knocked off the rotating hill, and now they get the next hill. So you got to make sure you get into that hill before the enemies do, because as a result of this, they actually took the whole entire hill from us. So as this game does go on, we end up breaking this hill. Like, this is a really good break here. We actually get a good amount of time in this hill. I'm like I said, I'm kind of the OBJ Slayer here, so I'm gonna play in and out of the hill. But yeah, so I was playing outside of the hill here. Now they broke the hill, which is a really big mistake on my part. I should have read this a whole different way. I read this completely wrong, but you have to get in here and break the hill. And this is one of the hardest hills, so you want to make sure you at least have a lot of SMGs who can break this hill. But since I had a bow, like I'm in here just struggling, because I only got 1 kill there, so I ended up picking out my sub, and I kind of switched to more of an OBJ position because we need to break this hill, because now the score is 40-60, and they're just pretty much racking up on points. So it's kind of like more of an off and on with the hill. We did not keep the hill consistently at all, because obviously our OBJ was not good at all. And this is rank play, but for being rank play, we should have definitely took this game for sure. Not only because I'm saying rank play kids are bad, but just because we had this game from the beginning. Like with first hill, we weren't doing too bad, and as the second hill goes on, the score is 80-40. So now this is where we get a little better. Like I got double kill there, a 3-piece there, and that was really good on my part. I broke the hill. Now I'm playing OBJ now, because we need to get a lot more points here. So now I'm still playing OBJ. I'm getting more kills here to make sure I don't touch the hard point at all. And this is more of a hard point where you guys want to make sure you have preferably 1 to 2 battle players, because there's so many different directions they can come from, and it is a really long range gunfight if they come from green side, which is where we push from now. So you want to make sure you have some long range gunfighters and stuff with the guns, like I should say, and you want to make sure you do good. I got 2-piece there, so breaking the hill with subs is a really nice way to use it here. And if you're pushing, use some subs. If you're guarding, I recommend you use bow, maybe 2 subs at the very least. But this is the hill where we kind of caught up here, 70-88. So better hill here for us. Now this is the second hill that honestly just screwed us up. This is the hill you guys want to make sure you are watching every possible door. This can be one of the easiest hills, or it can be one of the hardest hills. You want to make sure you guys have every single person who can be watching every door, because there's too many ways they get from the hill. Like right now, they took out 2 of our teammates. Now it's me with 2 other guys in the hill. I broke the hill there with that one guy in there, but you want to make sure you're watching purple. There's 2 guys in purple, 1 went bottom ice. There's 4 in purple. They just completely annihilated me in there, but my teammates backed me up, and now there's only 1 person in the hard point, and they broke it. You want to make sure you got every possible door here. Mistake on our part here that we should have took a note of is that they had a lot of subs, and and I think it was Tosco were probably the only sub players in here. Brian had a shotgun, or that was Astro had a shotgun. And shotguns are useful, but in a hill like this, it's a little more kind of like a bigger, wider hill, you probably want to run a sub at the very least, because there's too many different ways they can kill you. But yeah, they're all running sub. I was getting outgunned a lot. That's why my sub really wasn't doing much against them, because they were just sitting in corners and they were getting a bunch of kills with the sub. So something I did do good here is I rotated and I cut off them getting through mid ice, but I did get killed there, but my teammates backed me up here. So it's really good, always good you rotate. This is a really huge hill right here, especially in the situation of the game, because the score is 103 to 90. So if we get like, you know, at least part of this hill, they'll put us in a huge lead. So it's big that you guys rotate on time with your teammates and you secure that hill before they actually secure it. So this would have been the hill that we did really bad on. Like, they had this hill for quite some time. This is kind of the reason why the game remained close as it was, because they were already in the lead to begin with, and which we did take lead. But the problem is that we didn't get much time on this hill as we should have. Like, at the beginning of the hill, like right now we're doing pretty good, but then they're contesting it, a lot of points get lost there, we end up losing the hill. And I think that's the hugest problem with containing hills, that you want to make sure everyone knows their job, because here we were just kind of playing around with our own guns and stuff and doing what we want to do. But the problem is, look at the time, 4 seconds left, no one's rotated. I'm trying to rotate here and I am late. The time's already changed and none of us rotated, and the enemy got the hill. That's the hugest thing. You want to make sure you have someone, at least two preferably in the situation, to rotate at all times, because you will honestly just screw up every time you guys do not rotate. It's huge you rotate, alright? Now, in this hill, see, the problem that we got messed up on is that we had the turret. The turret guy was taking us out non-stop. You probably are going to want to use a bow or an SMG to secure bio, because they were just coming at bio and we could not really do anything there. I was sitting here on the top of the Hardpoint. This is a little kind of nice place to sit if you have a sub or a bow, either one, just because it kind of protects people from jumping up above you. But now I spawned out here, and now, see, this is like the hugest problem we had here, is that we weren't getting much points or contesting it. We were dying. We weren't getting all the points. Like, there's someone dies and they get the hard point. It was just kind of an off and on. We really didn't have the amount of people that we should have had in the hard point. So like I said, guys, look at the time now, 6 seconds. None of us have really rotated. You know, you want to rotate ahead of time, because now not only is it 2 seconds, but the hill already changed, and look, we got the hard point. The enemies did. We missed so many rotations. If we would have got at least like half of the rotations that we should have had, we probably would have won this game, because we were just losing unnecessary time. And seconds count, guys. Seconds are huge in Hardpoint. That's how you win this game. You know, you want to get every single point that you can get in this game, because those couple of 10, maybe 15 scrap points that you don't get in a Hardpoint could be the determining of the game, you know? So if you guys are in a Hardpoint, make sure you get every possible second, rotate when you can, because that can really come back in the end to bite you. So you want to make sure you're getting in the hill here. Now, this would have been the hill that we did horrible on, because this is kind of like one of the hills that this matters a lot, because if we don't get this hill, then it comes down to like the second and the last to third half of the hill. So this is really huge here, and we just could not touch this hill. Like, they had like literally this whole entire hard point. Like, if I had to choose any hard point that we completely screwed up on, it'd be here. I could not touch the hard point. None of my teammates could. We were just getting outslayed in this hard point. So it was 5 seconds. We tried rotating, but they killed us off of the rotation, which is really bad here. So now that we're off the rotation, I tried breaking it. There's two more guys. One guy with a bow on top, blue energy or blue unit, whatever you want to call it. But this is the hard point where now we are just in huge trouble. The score is 170-140. I mean, we have to get as much time as we can here, because if we don't get this hard point, then for sure we lose it. So now this is pretty much contesting the hard point, because if they get so many seconds, we lose the game. So this is the hard point where we honestly did not do all that good. We had our SMGs. We couldn't just touch the hill. This is a hard point where you want to push as a team. Make sure you have people coming from different directions, because this is the hard point, like I said, where it's open range. There's so many different places they can kill you from, which can be either good for you or bad for yourself. So you want to make sure you push as a team, which we didn't do. It was one at a time. That time we did right there, that we pushed as a team, but yet again they outslayed us. Now we broke the hill there and we got the hill. That was a pretty good push there by our team, but the problem is, look at the time. 7 seconds. Now we really got to rotate, because we're going to be in some huge trouble. And this is the hard point, guys, where we have to get every second. Like, I'm pretty sure it was already mathematically impossible here anyway, but like, if we would have got that last hard point, guys, it it would have changed the whole entire game scenario. But yeah, guys, Hardpoint, you guys want to make sure you get every single possible second you can, because in this game, it was close. We just didn't get a rotations, and we just didn't get the points that we needed. The other team just outslayed us at the last hill, which is a really big problem there. But yeah, guys, main thing in this video for a tip is to make sure you rotate, make sure you push as a team, and make sure, like, if you're in a Hardpoint, there's maybe 5 scrap points. Don't leave the Hardpoint, guys. Those seconds can be very valuable, especially in this case right here. Like, we needed all the seconds that we could get, you know, so it's important that you guys get all the seconds that you can get in a Hardpoint. But yeah, guys, this is probably the longest video of me talking on any of my videos on my channel. It's the longest time I've been talking in a video. But yeah, guys, I really do appreciate you watching this video. So please smack that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and please leave a comment down below if you have any other suggestions for me to do. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. I really do appreciate you guys watching. And this is Hershey, and I will see you guys later.